out of another state. And I guess your lawyer there are two things. You're not happy with Anna here. And so we need to talk about number one. Number two, a lot of times when people have fugitive cases, they ask for me to set them a bond so they can get out and go turn themselves in. I don't know. I don't know why you're wanted out of the other state. All I know is that you have an open DWI now, and within the last year and a half, you've picked up 2 other cases with me in this court. So I know you because you keep picking cases up. So I don't care if you have Jesus here. It don't matter who you got, where she's as that good, right? I don't know if I'm going to give you a bond because all I know is you keep picking cases up. And you're only 23. So Amy, tell me about Mr. Payne.
Yes, he's born out of Newton County, Indiana. Corrupt business influence, forgery, fraud, and identity deception. This was issued May 14th of 2024. He of course has local cases for DWI, 415. Let me see what else.
What's he wanted for? What was the first part?
Corrupt business influence, forgery, fraud, and then identity deception.
Corrupt business influence, forgery, and fraud. Do we know that they want him?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a bond that's been set there?
I don't have any information about bonds.
Okay.
Also, day is coming up in 5 minutes if we're discussing bond.
Okay. So tell me, what's going on?
Mr. Pena, I don't want to get too far into attorney-client communication. He would like to ask for a new appointed lawyer.
Why?
Well, me and her had a conversation. Like, there's nothing against her, but we just had a conversation, and I didn't think that
She's fighting for you?
you
She's one of the biggest junkyard dogs that we have here. There's no one that fights more than she does.
No,
She's better than most attorneys I even see here. I'm telling you, she's amazing.
No, I believe you. You could be saying the truth, but
I am saying the truth.
No, I know you are. I believe me. And just off the fact, the case, the other price case that you did bring up, I haven't had. It was a year and a half already, and it's only been for my for protection. Like my other cases, I'm not no bad dude that robbery or they're all gun charges, and that's just on the behalf of the landscaping business that I got. That every time when I'm in the backyard or so, somehow they're always trying to steal the back of the trailer.
Did y'all catch that? The judge basically said, "I don't care if you hired the Avengers of defense attorneys." That's courtroom code for your history matters more than your hype. At just 23 years old, this defendant already has multiple active cases, and judges look at patterns, not promises. That's a huge factor in bond decisions.
The only reason, and the only cases that I don't got no evading arrest, no like robbery or however you.
I don't know, but we have another prosecutor that's coming up to speak about this as well. I'm not going to give you another lawyer. This is a lawyer that we've given you. We only have a couple lawyers who do these types of cases regardless.
Right.
So,
the only thing I was gonna, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Okay.
The only one I was gonna ask you was I was trying to get the lawyer that fought for the 2 gun charges. I don't know, Mr. Some with, I just forgot. I think he's an Italian dude.
those cases you had.
They have the same guy. And I really thought it was him right here.
Oh, it is Greg.
I know why you look familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg, you represented Mr. Pena on both of his prior cases.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why when I looked at it, I was like,
So, look, the only way you can have Greg is you can hire him. Otherwise, you got Anna. Okay?
oh, yeah, he's getting, oh, now he charges
Hire him.
that. Look at
I always charge. I don't know.
All right, we're going to put you back because we're waiting on another lawyer to come up here.
Let me go back and talk.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll charge.
Mr. Pena, thank you for smoothing that over. He would like to ask the court for a fugitive bond. I told him it was a long shot, but I was not going to presume to speak for the court.
Let me bring someone out. Please. Pena, please. Okay. I'm not happy with you. you know, and the thing is that, Mr. Pena, since you've been an adult, you've picked up 1 to 2 cases every year. It would scare me to let you out because I don't know what you're going to do. The last thing I want is for me to let you out and you leave just a path of destruction like the Tasmanian devil. You now have a DWI here. You're wanted for 3 charges in, where was it again?
Indiana.
In Indiana. You know, you're hopscotching states with criminality. And you're only 20.
Okay, this moment right here is wild. The defendant thinks his lawyer isn't fighting hard enough, and the judge immediately jumps in to defend the attorney. That almost never happens this strongly in court. When a judge calls your lawyer a junkyard dog, that means she has a reputation for going to war for her clients. But here's the real question. Do defendants sometimes confuse honest legal advice with not fighting hard enough? Let me know below.
3. I don't feel comfortable giving you a bond because I don't think that you will comply with the court orders. Sure, just don't talk about the cases.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about, sir, believe me, I understand where you come from, because it's probably not the first time you see it, but, my cases are not, never hurting nobody. I'm not a menace to society.
What else was it?
Your Honor, it's fraud, identity deception, forgery, corrupt business influence,
But nothing with, no disrespect to you, I promise, no disrespect, but nothing that has, that I hurt somebody or make somebody do that they didn't want to, or like.
Have an open DWI.
For doing a favor.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah, sorry.
you know, if you go out there and you kill a family of 4, do you think, well, he was going to try to help someone? Do you think they care?
Like, I was asking her, I was like, at least, because my mom, it's the Indiana case is like 14 hours if I'm not mistaken, and well, my mama don't got enough money to be going back and forth. So that's why I was asking her. I'm like, if I'll do anything that however he feels comfortable, like however you want. I was like, can he at least put me a monitor to drive with my mom over there at least one time, because I haven't seen my mama, and I'm not gonna be able to see my mama if I end up going all the way to Indiana, because she don't got enough funds to even go over there like every week. And sir, like, believe me, I'm not no bad person.
Concern is whether you get to see your mom. You know what I mean?
Understandable. Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
My only concern is that you get to Indiana to
Yes, sir.
put the charges.
Yes, sir.
Now, the problem is that you refused extradition, so you aren't even earning credit now towards, because when someone waives extradition, we give that other state
Yes, sir.
14 days to come get you.
Yes, sir.
And if they don't come get you,
Yes, sir.
then Harris County releases you.
Yes, sir.
Right? The warrant don't go away.
Yes, sir.
That warrant will also remain.
Yes, sir.
But at this point, I just don't feel comfortable giving you a bond, Mr. Pena. You know, you're just too young. You keep picking up criminal cases, and it scares me.
Well, can we come to like an understanding? Like, let's just say I do suppose, like.
This is where the hearing shifts emotionally. The defendant starts talking about his mom, the travel distance to Indiana, and wanting one chance to see family. And honestly, you can feel the courtroom tension change for a second. But judges are trained to separate sympathy from risk assessment. The court's thinking, will this person actually come back? That's the entire game right now.
However you think that I'm finna do, I'm really eventually gonna come back. And I'll do more time than I have to. I'm giving you my word that I
don't feel comfortable,
You
Mr.
feel
Pena.
that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Because the problem is that with the cases that you had with us, I also had to revoke your bond on those cases when you were just here with us.
Yeah,
You know, you failed to appear on one of your cases, and that's just here in Harris County. On one of the gun cases, you took off, and we had to issue a warrant for your arrest.
No.
No.
Okay.
And Judge,
The bond's
just,
at 1,001.
Okay, just if I may, I believe both of the gun cases were ultimately dismissed.
One was dismissed, the other one,
One was not.
Oh, okay. I apologize for my misunderstanding. I thought they both.
so he probably pled the one where they dismissed the other one.
Okay.
He was on bond and he picked up a new case. That's what it.
No, it was a
No.
year after. But actually, in part of housekeeping, if you wanted to go forward with the 2-year rule, or if you didn't want to.
Okay, so his DWI is in court 15. I don't know if they're gonna send that back because of the.
We killed the 2-year rule.
Oh,
Didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it like when what was it, like a month ago or so?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there's no more.
okay.
It's still like all fresh and new. We have to update the court rules, but as far as
Okay.
the 2-year rules now gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because the problem was that judges would get too, you'd end up seeing the same people over and over, and then is it really fair because you end up, right? You
That makes
start
sense.
developing a relationship, and you start treating them differently as you would.
Right.
So that's why. So now you refused. I'm not going to give you a bond. So you have two options. You can, if you want to continue to refuse, they will go get a governor's warrant from Indiana to forcing Indiana to come get you, but that will take 90 days. If you want to waive now, you can waive now, and that'll give them 14 days to come get you. I'll let you talk with Anna to make the decision to let you know what you want to do.
And he did sign the waiver. Just,
Oh, okay, all right.
So.
Got it.
Time started yesterday?
Right now,
So they'll have.
the time that you waive,
They'll have.
which is right now.
Yeah, I had signed the paper yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I sure did. Cause she said,
Wow. Did you hear that? The judge just shut the entire case down on probable cause. That is a massive courtroom loss for the prosecution. The facts were so inconsistent that even the judge got confused about where the murder suspect supposedly was. And once a judge starts saying, "I have nothing but doubt," you already know the case is hanging by a thread.
that it starts at 12, that day that I signed my paper.
Okay.
It's up to them whether they want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, at
No, it
first,
shows a refusal.
at first it was I had signed for the 90 days, and she said tomorrow you got an option to tell your lawyer that you could change your mind tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I was like, when did the day start? She's like, tonight at 12.
Refusal.
Yeah. So they'll have until the 18th.
Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, man. Don't you don't
Yeah.
worry about it. I appreciate you.
Okay.
You're doing your job. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Appreciate you, Judge.
Okay.
Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
Yes, sir.
On March 28, 2025, an officer was in the process of serving a capital murder warrant on a suspect in Harris County, Texas. While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who was identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the officer's perimeter, got out of their motor vehicle, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to stop and stay right there. The defendant refused and continued to ignore officers while walking towards the residence. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to step back multiple times and then grabbed the defendant and took him to the ground.
Him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was he the capital murder suspect?
No, Your Honor.
I live there.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
I believe that they were in the process of serving a warrant on someone else at the residence, and that's when they came in contact with the defendant. Ordered him to stop. He refused. She was stopped going towards the residence. Your Honor.
Did he serve the warrant? What ended up happening?
Looks like after refusing commands, there was a brief struggle where he was detained.
Was the murder suspect there?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It does not say. I have no further facts that show if the warrant was complete on the warrant or not, Your Honor, or completed at the time. I just believe that they were in the process and believed him to be at the residence, and that's when this incident occurred.
Read it again. Do you see the line?
Yes, Your Honor. On March 28, 2025, the law enforcement officer in Squad 5 of the Houston Police Department's gang division served a capital murder warrant for a suspect observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
This judge keeps repeating the same life lesson in different ways. Don't turn a bad situation into a worse situation by fighting officers in the moment. Whether you agree or disagree with police actions, resisting almost always creates additional charges instantly. And ironically, the judge still found no probable cause here, meaning staying calm could have saved this defendant a whole lot of chaos.
While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who is identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the perimeter, got out of the vehicle, walked to the sidewalk, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The supervisor then ordered the defendant to stop and to stay right there. The defendant refused and continued ignoring officers and walking towards the residence. The supervisor ordered him to step back multiple times, but the defendant was once again ignored the officers. The law enforcement officer grabbed the defendant and made them bounce and the ground.
Okay, so now, but when you first started, you said they were going to a capital murder suspect in a car.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what. So I was originally reading the summary. And I'm going straight from the Dems down, Your Honor. It looks like the suspect was observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
So the suspect is not even in the residence. No.
Then they later state that there was that the suspect, that the defendant here was walking towards the residence where the murder suspect was. I'm not sure, Your Honor. I have nothing for that.
I'm gonna find no probable cause in your case. Just be careful, man. When you get into a pissing match with
I understand.
who's gonna win?
They are. I understand.
No.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hand,
All right. Did that?
please. You are on bond for an assault in this case, and you've now picked up a new case. What happened to the violation of protective order, please?
Yes, Your Honor. On March 18th, 2025, Harris County, Texas, the officer met with Claimant Menace for a BPO call from service. The officer met with Claimant when he filed with the defendant, sent her threatening text messages and called her 21 times. Claimant said calls for 1 day after the 61-day protective order expired. The defendant has a no contact order in place out of 45.
You don't get it. You don't get it. I only have one thing to do. I'm sorry, I'm revoking your bond, putting you in jail. I ordered you not to do something and you're doing whatever you want to do. Doesn't work like that. There are serious consequences. Goes with you. This is Montes.
Did you want another motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm putting a new MOA on him, and I'm going to advise him that if he violates it again, we'll have a hearing to hold him at no.
And there it is. The judge raises immigration consequences. That changes everything. A lot of people don't realize that even relatively smaller criminal cases can snowball into immigration detention issues. The warning here is crystal clear. One bad decision behind the wheel could trigger a chain reaction way bigger than the original charge. This courtroom went from traffic-level drama to potentially life-changing consequences in seconds.
Bond, okay? Because the second one, I can have a hearing. I will only touch the assault case, and I'm going to put it at 5,001. He has made bond on the VPO.
He was given PR.
They gave him a PR bond on the VPO. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to keep the PR bond on the VPO as well. Just.
Well, Judge, there were multiple orders in this case for bond conditions, and the one that ordered no contact was not labeled an order in the computer, so I didn't see it. There was another one that was no threatening or harassing, and a third one, and that was blank, and all it said was all conditions to be supervised by the department.
That means they're following the conditions in the state's motion filed on the same day.
Say it again.
Oh.
That order will mean that they're supposed to be following the conditions in the state's motion that are filed on the same day as that transfer order.
Tell him ad nauseum, I'll leave the VPO as is, okay?
Yeah.
I'm putting a new protective order in today, and I'll advise him that he's not to have contact with this person. And if he does again, I'll have a hearing to hold him at no bond. Okay? So yeah, the VPO, he's made bond 2,500, and I'm gonna, at the assault, I'm putting it at 5,001. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Good morning, Mr. Jordan. So you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. You're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 27, 2025, an officer was working a second job at Dick's Sporting Goods in Harris County, Texas, and was approached by the store manager, the witness. This advised the officer that the defendant walked into the store with another individual, and the witness advised the officer the other individual with the defendant walked out of the store without paying for any merchandise. The complaining witness stated he wanted the defendant to trespass because the defendant was seen on camera attempting to cover the individual while the individual was stealing merchandise. The officer stopped the defendant at the front entrance of the store, and the officer stated the defendant would be trespassing the store. The defendant became irate and more aggressive. The officer ordered the defendant to place his hands behind his back and placed handcuffs on the defendant's right wrist. The defendant twisted his body and tensed his muscles. The defendant, with a great amount of force, threw his left arm forward and threw his left arm backwards towards the officer. The officer attempted to gain control of the defendant's left arm. The defendant began pulling away, and the officer grabbed the defendant's body with both arms and guided the defendant toward a rack where the officer was able to excuse me, Your Honor, tongue twister, where they were able to contain the defendant. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license.
What's he under arrest for?
I believe he was under arrest for trespass originally, Your Honor.
Oh.
You Yes, Your Honor. We just have a brief moment.
Are you losing? Are you losing?
Your Honor, the only thing I have is that the suspect began acting irate and clearly becoming more aggressive, and then the officer went to detain the suspect by grabbing his right wrist.
No. All right. When you get into a pissing match with the people who have the power of arrest, who's going to win every single time? You know what I mean? Every single time. Sometimes it's better to tuck your tail at times, because you may end up winning in the long run. I'm going to find no probable cause in the case. Just be careful, man. I probably wouldn't go back to the sticks because it's not going to go well. You know what I mean? All right, hang tight.
I am here.